everyone, hope you're well. So I thought I'd do a little get ready with me, chit chat, what's in my makeup bag. I was inspired by my lovely friend Lauren, Delilah. I will link her channel down below because she did a video about what's in her current makeup bag and I was like, that's brilliant, can I do that too? So I'm basically going to be doing my makeup with everything that's in my makeup bag. So this is my makeup bag here. It's a Victoria's Secret sort of, you know, plasticky one. I love it. I love the colors. Inside it's like polka dot. It's gorgeous. So everything that I use on my face for that week, it goes in here. So I don't have to search through a million boxes to decide what I'm putting on my face. Okay, let's begin. First off, I've cleansed, I've moisturized. I'm going in with my Becca primer, the backlighting primer. You know, I have not put this down since the day I bought it in October. I can't. I've got so many other primers to try and I'm like, no. I just love this. So I do about one pump, which is about that much. And I just blend it all over my face. And it just smooths out skin, gets rid of pores, gets rid of texture, smells lovely so you feel all lovely. And just if you are a little bit dry in the winter time, it really helps to just hydrate and make skin a little bit more smooth for your foundation application. Okay, then I go in with Estee Lauder Double Wear and I've got the shade 2W1 Dawn. Give it a good old shake. And then what I do is I pop a bit on the back of my hand. So about that much. And then I just dab it on my face. You know, just here and there, wherever I need it. And then the best way to apply this is with fingers. So I just go in, whatever's left there, and just rub it in. Because this, I find, gives the smoothest coverage and the most natural coverage. So I just like to, you know, and if you need a bit more, just get it and just blend it in. I just find you get a nice, you know, natural coverage, not heavy, you know. So blend that all in. You might need a bit more. I always put too much on my hand and then I'm like, oh no, I don't need any more of that. But then I hate when you get like, you miss out these little bits here in between the brows, around the node. On the nose. And you see it just dries quickly to like just a, you know, a matte finish. And I try to get kind of under here as well, just to make sure. You have to work quite quickly with this one. But yeah. Then I go in with my Becca Under Eye Corrector. I love this. It's so good. It's just really good for just, you know, brightening under the eye. Just, you see, look at that. I mean, come on. Most days when I'm not wearing makeup, I just literally wear this on its own because I just find the salmony colour just counteracts any darkness, you know, and it's just nice. That's about enough of that. Then I go in with my concealer, which is, oh no, actually, I leave that on and then I like to put a primer on my eyes. I've got the Shadow Insurance primer, eye primer. I like this better than the Primer Potion, I think. So I just dab that all over my eyes. It's got a nice silky slip to it. Some primers or like paint pot can be really drying and kind of like you end up dragging your eye around. But this has just got a nice neutral colour. It really glides on with little or no effort. And it works. It keeps eyeshadows on, stops them from creasing. And it just dries to just a really soft kind of matte finish. Then I go in with concealer, and I love the Naked Skin. And I just kind of pat it like that under the eye, maybe a bit here and here. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of this. It's like paint. That's like, you know, Double Wear and this and Studio Fix, that smell of paint. Just love it. Okay, then I take my beauty blender and I start blending that out. Blending it out. Has anyone been watching How to Make a Murderer? I keep calling it How to Make a Murderer. It's called Making a Murderer on Netflix. And when I said that, my sister was like, it's not a recipe. Yeah, Making a Murderer. We recently watched that on Netflix, and I have to say I'm very obsessed with it. It's an incredible story. Obviously, new to us in England, because I never heard about it until this Netflix series came out. But, you know, it's interesting, isn't it? It's things like that. You know, I used to work in law for many years in reception. So I know a bit about law, but it just makes me think, gosh, I would love to be a lawyer and be on that case, because I think it's just, the whole thing is fascinating. Putting the clues together and what happened, and, you know, was this planted, and, you know, it's just insane. I cannot believe the whole story is just insane. I was at my hairdresser's the other day and I was like, you know, have you watched this? Like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I love talking about it. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I want to talk to everyone about it. And we were talking about it. She's like, oh, have you seen like the new evidence that's come up and they didn't show it on the show? And, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just, I think it's just fascinating. You know, there's so many questions to be asked, you know, like so many questions. I mean, I'm desperate to know what happened. What happened? I'm going to put a bit extra under my eyes. I mean, what happens to someone in broad daylight? It's just insane. And that poor boy. And what I can't understand is like how the media can fabricate an entire story. It's not, no one's even been interviewed yet, and an entire story has gone out about exactly what's happened to the woman. I mean, it's just like, where's your evidence to prove that? I mean, it's unbelievable. And so you've already placed doubt in people's minds, because they're already visualizing what's happened to that person, and it's obviously raised a lot of anger in people, because they think, God, you know, how could you do something like that? But it's just like, just to focus on him and nobody else on that property is just mind-blowing. And what I find really weird is that when someone goes missing and the person at the forefront of the search, this happened in the UK, a young girl disappeared, right? Her grandfather was at you know, he was the main campaigner to find her body. He was like, you know, rallying up the, you know, news readers, the press, crying on camera, absolute, you know, he was the one leading the search for days. And what happens? What did they find out? It was actually him who murdered her. And you know, so, you know, he knew all along, and it makes me think you need to look very close to home when it comes to things like this. And her boyfriend, or was it her ex-boyfriend, was leading the search, and suddenly I was like, you're keen, you know. And I think they just wanted to blame you know, point the finger. I don't know. I just don't know. Surely a bunch of hillbillies can't be that clever at, you know, getting rid of a body. They can't be that clever. I mean, it's insane. You know, it just, I don't know. And there's just no, I feel like there's just no evidence of anything anywhere except for things that are obviously been placed. Anyway, I digress. Let's not. Okay, so we've done my concealer, highlighted, wonderful, lovely. I'm then going to go in and set with powder. So I'm going to set with my Rimmel Stay Matte, cheap as chips. And I just use a big Eco Tool brush like this. These are really cheap. You get them in Boots, and they work brilliantly. Really, I don't think you need to spend a lot on brushes. I really don't. You know, I think drugstore brand brushes are just as good. I mean, like Real Techniques and all of that are really good. Bring that down. Forehead. Sorry for my rattling bracelets. Make sure you get in between the eyes because I get really oily here. And really annoying. Okay. Set with that. Then I like to go and set my under eyes with the Kat Von D shade and light. This is amazing. And I always go for that really white shade there because I just like it. And I use, again, a really cheapy peepy brush, e.l.f. Lovely and pointed, really dirty, whatever, it's my face. And I just tap it in there and do that. And then I tap under like this and kind of bring it under, just here, just to brighten up. And then I do the other side. Just to really, you know, set everything. I go over the eyelids because obviously we put concealer there and you want to set it just like that, and just a bit here. Perfecto. Then for bronzer, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix in C4 because it's just a really nice light powder that doesn't look like you've just, you know, put mud on your face. You know, especially in the winter when you're a bit pale, you don't want to overdo it. So I just use a small brush like that, tap that in, and just do that. And then get in the corners and do a 3. And it's just really, can you see, just it's just so subtle. Again. Oh, I stuck my tongue out, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. I just feel like I can get a better face like that, you know? And then I kind of do a 3, just to kind of blend it all in. I go down the sides of my nose, under the chin, under this chin, under there. Sometimes, if I'm feeling really fancy, I will take this colour from the Shade and Light and just put it under there, just to really structure that jawline a bit more. Okay, then I go in with my beloved Dallas. Absolutely love this. I mean, it does everything. It contours, it blushes, it bronzes, it just does everything. And I love to use a little brush it comes with. And what I do is I just sweep it back and forth, tap it, and do this. And I put it just kind of above the bronzer. See, it's kind of just above and in the hollows. Go in again, tap, and then pull in my face. Just above like that. Then I use it again down my nose because it's just such a perfect shape that it kind of gets in these creases really well. Under here, sometimes I put it on my eyelids, you know, because I like to do that, just to give a bit of, see, it's such a versatile product, it's amazing. So just like that, bish bash bosh. Then, you know what I've forgotten, because I'm filming in here, I've forgotten my Urban Decay setting spray. That's what I will set with at the end, but at least we've got the majority of the makeup going on. Right, next is blush, and I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. My Sherry Amore, lovely as a summer day. Who sung that? Stevie Wonder, I think. Every time I look at this Berry Amore, it reminds me of that song. This is just a shimmery version of Dallas, and I just put it on my cheeks like this. Just to, not a lot. I'm really anti-blush at the moment. I don't know why, I feel like I can't do it. But somebody, a makeup artist that's working on Maybelline at the moment said, think of a Nike tick. You know, so like that. Beautiful. Then, of course, you have to highlight. I mean, life wouldn't be right if you didn't highlight. I'm going in with my Delilah. I've showed you this, haven't I? Oh my gosh. Stunner on. Again, I got this, whenever I got it, what was it, February? No, January. And I can't. I like to use a little brush like that, swirl it around, tap it off, and then I kind of just dust it in a C shape like this. I just poked my eye, okay. Just like that. Just in a C. Look at that glow. Oh my God. And then I go on the other side and I kind of do that. And again into a C. And that just gives me a really nice, and I keep going in because I like a load of highlight. So just like that. And then, is that enough? Do you think I need more? On the Cupid's bow. And just on the top here. And that's that, look at that glow. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Wonderful and glowy. Then we'll go on to my eyes. Actually, no, let's do eyebrows. We've done the face. We're going to do eyebrows. Now, I've got this brand new eyebrow kit, which I've got to show you. It's amazing. I got it at a wedding fair that I went to with my friend. It's phenomenal, but I want to show you that in a separate video. I'm just going to show you what I've been doing lately. So I just go in with Benefit Gimme Brow. It's really easy. It's really quick. It just, you know, it's so subtle, but it kind of really does the job of tidying up brows. And I just, when I want to be quick and I don't want to make any mistakes, you know, with pencil and stuff, I just go in with this. I've had this for yonks. It's lasted me so well. It should do. It's £17.50. Go in with this eyebrow. I really need my eyebrows done. I can't coat, but anyway, it's good to kind of get them a bit bushy. Brush up like that. They say to kind of brush back and forth, but you know, I find that a bit, I suppose you have to go with what's comfortable for you. And this is lovely. Look at that. It's so simple, isn't it? It just really just makes brows stand out a little bit more. Okay. That's that. Now, eyes. This is what I've been doing day, night, all the time. I cannot be bothered at the moment with eccentric, different million colours. You know, I can't. You know, I'm really enjoying just one shade all over the lid. I really, really like that at the moment. And right now I'm using Sidecar from Naked One. This colour, I mean, it's like the colour of my top. I'm obsessed with that colour for everything. This is such a gorgeous colour. This palette is absolutely stunning. It's so easy to use. If you're new to shadows, you've got to get Urban Decay shadows because they require little or no blending. And they're just a dream to use. So what I've been doing, I've been taking Sidecar, just like Bobbi Brown fluffy brush like that, and just tapping that off and just pressing that all over the lid, just all over. Look at that colour. It's gorgeous. See, look, I mean, I've just tapped that in and it's just gone on my eye just beautifully. And that's what I love. Oh, what's going on? Who's calling? Goodness sake, don't people know I'm busy? Okay, and then I kind of take the brush, what's left of it, and I kind of rub it in like that. And because I've got hooded eyelids, I like to bring it just up there. And putting that Dallas blusher in there, you can do that with a bronzer or a different kind of brown shade, just helps lift the eye a bit more. But I kind of just lift my eyebrow up and really like to take it just to the edge there and kind of, see, just bring it up just a bit up to here. So beautiful. Just like that. I kind of bring it to the side here, which is quite good. And you can bring it kind of under the eye, but that on the eye itself is just really, really nice. It's just simple, it's quick, it's effective. You don't need to use other colors. So I'm going to go in there again. And I'm just going to press this all over the eyelid like that. And using a brush like this is really good because it kind of just it kind of like fills up the lid really nicely. And then again, once I've patted that colour on, because I want the majority of the colour on the lid, then I will go in and blend. So, and this is what's really nice about this brush, it kind of just fits into the contours and creases of the eye and just blends in really nice. And I kind of go like that. I mean, I've been doing this like every time I've gone out, this is what I've done. Because it's just quick, it's easy, it's got so much sparkle, it's a really nice shade. And it's just easy to do. And you can bring it down under the lashes like that. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just bring it, I don't know, when I lean in my mirror you can't see. So kind of just, I like to kind of join the end like that. Okay, lovely. Yeah, a bit more on that side. Okay, and that's it for eyeshadow. And I've been pairing this with black liquid liner. It's just fantastic. So I'm going to curl my lashes. This is going to be interesting. I'm sure I've done my liner before on camera, but it can be a bit difficult. Always curl your lashes if that's all you do in life. Curl them. It just opens up the eye and just looks really good basically. Makes the eye look awake. Then I like to do a black liquid liner, and I love my supercat liner because it's just, A, it's cheap, B, it's easy to use. Again, if you find lining difficult, try this because it's just much easier. So then what I do is I kind of lean to the side and kind of get the side of my eye. So kind of like here, just to get the flick. I don't know if it's easy to do it like this. Yeah, just to get the flick kind of where you want it. You kind of just place it where you want and then drag it in. So place the flick wherever. Basically you want it pointing at your eyebrow and then just draw it in, and then I kind of take my pen and go over like that. And just kind of and then you just have to play around with it really, you know, sometimes it takes ages. You just have to kind of keep going, keep kind of pressing, keep kind of like going across like this, pulling it through. You can make the line longer or whatever you want, and then kind of point the pen inwards to get to the inner corners like that. Just see, now that's fine for me, that's perfect. And you see, it kind of elongates the eye a bit, makes it look a bit longer. It just looks really nice. I just like it, and this is my favorite eye ever. So I'm going to do the other side. So I kind of look in the big mirror and kind of do the same thing. It's never going to be the same. It's always, you know, better on one side. So I've done that line there, and then, oh gosh, let's see. I'm just going to pull that in. Yep, kind of. Okay, then I'm going to go back to my other mirror And I'm going to start lining. I'll tell you what else I've been enjoying watching. And one of my favourite bloggers mentioned this as well. Laura, Buy Now Blog Later, that she likes watching customer complaint videos, especially MAC. And I was like, oh my God, that's like my guilty pleasure. I love watching MAC complaint videos. They are hilarious. I mean, I cannot believe, you know, some of these stories. They are hideous. What is wrong with these girls, these MAC girls that treat people like that, the customers like that? I mean, even in England you get them like that, but it's like there was one who had just a horrible makeover experience, and why am I stopping? I should be talking. And I just couldn't believe that she put up with it. Like, I would be absolutely, you know, I can't stand bad customer service, and I can't stand if you're a polite person and a customer and you're not being treated properly. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, I can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. Okay, I think that's even. Yeah, kind of just fill in the gaps. I mean, why do they, someone needs to address this, because there's so many of them now, isn't it? Why do they think they're superior? And I don't understand why they wouldn't want to help someone that's come into store, because your job is to sell and you make commission off sales. So, I mean, when I worked in the makeup industry and someone would come, we'd all jump on them. Hello, hi, how you doing? Can I help? Because you want to make the commission, so making sales is important. But from what I'm seeing, these MAC people just, they're like, they don't want to help you, they're rude. I mean, I would absolutely, I'd be like, I'm taking your name, I'm going to complain to your manager, I'm going to, you know, I would absolutely go mental, because there's no need for that at all. Whether you're wearing makeup, not wearing makeup, you can't judge people like that, whether they're going to buy something or not. Anyway, rant over. So there's my eyes. I'm in a chatty mood today. Oh dear. Okay, mascara. I like to take my roller lash, because this just separates my lashes and just kind of prepares it for the rest of my mascara. So I'm just going to look down, hold the brush like that, so all the bristles kind of catch the lashes. Now, if I'm just kind of running errands, I'll probably just leave it at this, but I like to do this as a kind of like base lash. Then I go in the other eye while that dries a little bit. Apparently this gives you the perfect amount of drying time when you do both lashes. Otherwise you'll just be putting mascara on top of wet mascara, and that's kind of how it clumps. So I kind of pull out the ends like that, and when I'm satisfied with the coverage, I go in with my second mascara, because I'm doubling mascaraing, if that makes some sense. I'm going to go in with their Real, my limited edition Swarovski Crystal one. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to go over the top of the one we just did for Vavavoom lashes. I love this because it gets into the you know, the inner lashes really well, and it's just a nice rubbery wand. Go into the other side and try and get to the inner corner. Just super black long lashes. I love it. Okay, pull up like that. Am I happy with that? Yes. You can put them on the bottom, but let's see. Sorry, let's go do that. I'm not really, I find the bottom lashes harder to do than the top lashes for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I need to get is that Clinique bottom lash. I think that'll really help me. Okay, I'll leave it at that. So, where are you? Okay, eyes done. What's going on? Why is the light changing? For goodness sake. Okay. Next. Yeah, it's real life, people. We can't all be like perfect with our perfect lighting. You know, we just have to make do, isn't it? So I'm going to move my mirror closer and I'm going to move this so it's not so bright. Okay, so there we go. Beautiful eyes, lovely. Now, this lip colour is absolutely amazing. It's the NYX Liquid Suede and they are incredible. Oh, I can't even tell you. I mean, I've not been able to put this down since I got it. It's an amazing colour. It's called Soft Spoken. It's a liquid matte lipstick and it doesn't budge. I wore this the other night. I'm not joking. I went for dinner. I went for drinks. It was raining. It was pouring. I was out till 1 a.m. This did not budge. I didn't have to reapply it. It didn't like go around the edges. It didn't smear. And I ate fried chicken at Rum Kitchen and it still stayed put. I mean, this is what I love because I'm not someone who's going to reapply makeup, lipstick and stuff like that. I'm not one of those girls that go into the toilet and redo my face. I'll go to the toilet, maybe I'll blot if I'm shiny, but I'm not going to be doing my lipstick in the mirror. I can't, no. Okay, so this for me is great because I don't have to reapply. So it goes on, look at that colour, so easily that it's just, I mean, for the price, it is stunning. So I'm just going to go around the corner there and into the lip crease like that. And it's the wand is really nice because you can get to all, you know, the corners. And this is what I was wearing in my Instagram picture the other day, this exact makeup in my Instagram picture. And I got so many questions about this lip colour. Okay. Oh my gosh. Guys, do you love it? I love it. I'm not the best at applying my lips. It takes me a long time to get, you know, the right kind of to make sure I'm not going over any edges or anything like that. Okay, I think that's doable. Just so you can go again into the corners. I mean, this is where my perfectionist stage goes in because I can't stop. Like I have to keep going till it's perfect. Right, that's that. Beautiful. You can then take like, you know, a small brush and kind of go around the edges. But once this dries, it's on and it's not moving and it is just amazing. So, let's try and get my hair back into order. I blow dried my hair yesterday. It was really nice. But then obviously I've gone to the gym, had a shower, and now it's like, oh, you know, it's just all blah again. Oh my God. Anyway, so that's my makeup look.